Hello, fellow detectorists. Yes, I'm back out again. Finally, eventually, I've come back out. Now, this is probably, well, it is really. It's my first time out in 2020. Now that I know I've been away a little while, probably what 7 or 8 weeks now. Last time I was out was the day before New Year's Eve. But unfortunately, I've been unwell a good 5 or 6 weeks, and I won't bore you with the details, but I'm on a slow road to recovery. It's taken a little while, but I'm getting back to normal, hopefully. Anyway, get off of that subject. We're out today. It's Saturday. It's 20 to 10 in the morning. Another reason why I've been away the last 3 or 4 weeks is we've had the terrible storms. It's a couple of weeks ago, 2 weekends in a row, it was just too unsafe to come out. There were trees down on the roads. It was quite bad, a couple of weekends, one after the other. I couldn't believe the weather. The weather has played a big part in one of the reasons why I've been away as well. But like I say, we're here today. I've got a couple of new additions for this year. As you can see down here, I've got the X35 11-inch coil, and up on my spade up here, I'll give you a close-up in a moment, I've made 2 little ears that go on the ends of the spade handle out of a couple of pieces of carbon fibre I had laying around, and just to stop the detector from sliding off the spade. I know it's no big deal really, but when you're trying to make a video and you have to handle a tripod and a camera and other such things, you sort of rely on your detector being on your spade. And these XP Auxes, like I said before, they do blow away in the wind. So that's what I've done with that. Like I say, I'll give you a little close-up of that in shortly. But we're here today. We're on permission number 2. The crop is steadily coming up. Like I say, we're still in March. Well, it's only the beginning of March. So it will take a little while yet before it starts sprouting up quickly. But the farmer doesn't mind me being on here, so I'm going to make the most of it. They still haven't ploughed the fields at permission number 1 yet, but we'll wait and see what happens on that. I'm looking forward to that when they do. But like I say, we're here today. It's almost 9:45. I've got until 3 o'clock in the afternoon and we'll see what we find. Be interesting to try out this new X35 coil. Oh, I will just say, because I should imagine I'll probably get asked why. I got the X35 coil really because I liked the 11-inch coil on my Goldmax Power. It was finding me lots of stuff when I had the Goldmax Power. I'm finding lots of stuff with the Aux. But I just feel as though I wanted the choice of the 2 different size coils, so I decided to get one. I've had it a little while now. I got it just after Christmas. But we'll see how we go with that today. I'll shut up now and we'll we'll get on with it and we'll see what happens. Bye for now. Here we go, folks. We just had our first little find, and it's this lot, which looks quite interesting. You can see where it's come from. It's got a hole at one end. It is only thin material, but I wonder whether that might have been a hanger or I keep thinking of like a hanger on the top of a horse harness pendant or something like that, but they're normally solid metal, those sort of things. But this is just a thin material. It could be anything really. It's still quite interesting. Anyway, we'll carry on. That's my first find with the X35 coil anyway. I thought I'd show you that. That gave me about 71, that did. Let's carry on. Here we go, folks, got another find, and it is a coin. It's come from just down here, look, and it's a Gulielmus, which I believe it's a William. Yes, there we go, look, you can see the portrait on there. And that would be from the 1690s, 1697, something like that. So that's great. That's brilliant. That gave about, oh, what was it? About 80 odd, I think, on the display. On the X35 coil. On the back, I think, is Britannia. You can just see it there. It's very badly worn, but these Gulielmuses coins normally are. That's lovely. Gulielmus, or William III halfpenny, that is. 1690s. That's great. Let's carry on. Bye for now. Here we go, folks, got ourselves another find, and this time it's a really big musket ball. That's probably the biggest musket ball I've ever had. That must have been dropped. It doesn't look like that's been fired. That gave about 85 on the display, that did. That's really big. Anyway, we'll see what the next find is. Here we go, folks. Our next target is quite a nice little lead disc. I should imagine it was probably some kind of little trader's token or something at one time. I thought it was a bag seal at first, but it's not. Can almost see something on there, but I think that's just the weathering in the lead surface. Anyway, we'll carry on. I am finding actually this X35 coil, it does seem to register targets a lot better, I think, than the HF 9-inch coil. I mean, I've been getting some small buttons that normally give me on the HF white 9-inch coil about, you know, in the 40s and low 50s. I've been digging some targets and they've been turned out to be small buttons. But with this X35 coil, I had a small button earlier and that gave me 80 something. and it does seem to pick up certain targets better. I think it gives you a higher figure, and I think I am finding a bit more stuff as well. I mean, permission number 2, as you probably know, is really bad for me. Not really bad, but it's harder to find stuff here than permission number 1. I've always said that, but I think I'm finding a little bit more with this 11-inch X35. Anyway, we'll carry on. Still got a while to go yet. Bye for now. Right then folks, just had another target and I can see what it is. As you can see, it's come from just down here. It gave me about 70 on the display. I've seen the other side. Now of course you can see as well, this does look like a hammered coin. I just wipe the yeah, that's lovely. Let's see if we can see. Yeah, there we go. Hang on a moment. Yes, there we are, look. That's lovely. See the cross on the back? It's a long cross, penny, I should imagine, probably one of the Edwards. I'll just give it a bit of a spray. Yeah, there we go. I can just see a W and an A around about the 2 o'clock position, so that would be an Edwardus. That's great. That's brilliant. First hammered coin with the X35 coil, and on the first day I brought it out. Lovely. Now I was going to say at the end what sort of settings I've been using, but I might as well say now. I've been basically using what a sort of setup that I normally use for the HF coil, but I have made a couple of little changes. The sensitivity I've put up to 95. Discrimination I've gone down to, I've been trying about 6 or 5.5, and the frequency I've been using has been 17 kilohertz, because I wanted to try and copy as much as I could my Goldmax sort of settings if possible, and try and get a similar frequency. The Goldmax was 18 kilohertz, and I've had the X35 coil today on 17.2, I believe it is, which is the first setting you come to at the 17 kilohertz point. And that's what I just found that on, and it gave me about 70, 71. So that's great. Let's carry on. Bye for now. Hello folks, got another little find here, and this is unusual. It's what I can only guess is a tiny little spindle whorl. It's flat at the bottom, it's got a hole all the way through, and it's sort of domed on the top, but it's absolutely tiny. It's smaller than that big musket ball I found earlier. So whether that is a really small little spindle whorl, I'm not sure, but that's what it looks like. As I say, it's domed shaped on the top, very roughly, and it's flat on the bottom, but it is tiny. Maybe they did used to use tiny little spindle whorls for spinning really fine thread, but that's the only thing I can guess really from that. Anyway, we'll carry on. I'm heading back towards the car now, so we'll see what we get on the way. The X35 coil has performed really well today. I'm quite pleased with it. Have I found more than the HF coil would have found today? I don't know, but it found that hammered coin okay a little while ago. And all I'm doing basically is using the same settings that I would use with the HF coil, but I've got it on 17 kilohertz. Anyway, we'll carry on. Now then folks, just had another find. It's come from just down here in front of us, as you can probably see. But it is this, look. Now, I think does that look like a bit of a what's left of a fibula? I hope so. I know it's not much, but it's got some sort of decoration up this end. But would you say that's what's left of a fibula? You know, if this branch out this side looks like it's heavily worn away, but if that was to extend out, be the same as the other side. I wonder if that is. That'd be nice if it was. I've only ever found 2 or 3 very rough looking fibulas ever. So this would be probably about number 3 or 4, if that is what that is. It looks like it might be what's left of a spring mechanism up here. Anyway, that's interesting. It's got that sort of Roman sort of look to it. It could be. Anyway, we'll carry on. Bye for now. Here we go folks, we've got an unusual one here. I've never had anything like this before. It's come from just down there, and it's this, look. Now, I thought it was a tiny little musket shot or something rather like that at first, but this has been almost shaped, and it's got loads of lines pressed into it. I think it's lead. But how about that? I've never seen anything like that before. I don't think it's a musket shot or anything like that, or like a bullet or anything. That's unusual. I wonder if it's some kind of pinhead, but that's strange. Anyway, we'll carry on again. Bye for now. Here we go, folks, we've got our next find, and it's come from just down here, and it's this. I don't think it's that old, but it reminded me of an intaglio to begin with, but what that is, I don't know. As usual, I will take pictures and put them up shortly. It looks like there might be something on here, but what this material is in here, I don't know. I don't think it's glass. Anyway, it's interesting. Like I say, I'm almost back to the car now, so if this is my last find, then hopefully I'll be out again next weekend. See you all again soon. Bye for now.